Hello and welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Are you one of those people who is afraid of lizards? I hope not, for today is World Lizard Day. Did you know that some lizards have the remarkable ability to detach their tails if they're caught by a predator, while most can swim? Come, we have another stimulating show for you after the news.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, August 14, 2023. A $907 million Sheffield Palms housing development in Retreat, Westmoreland will bring 113 housing units to the market. Prime Minister Andrew Holness broke ground for Phase 1 of the project on Friday. The first phase will deliver 60 units, 30 of which are expected to be completed by March 2024 and the remainder by September 2024. The 24-acre development of two-bedroom units is being managed under the National Housing Trust, NHT's Guaranteed Purchase Program. Prime Minister Holness says the houses are intended for civil servants and middle management persons employed in the tourism sector.
So once you are within that income bracket, you should be able to easily afford one of these units.
In the meantime, he's encouraging more developers to partner with the NHT through the Guaranteed Purchase Program to provide housing solutions for Jamaicans. Under the program, which was established in November 2018, the NHT agrees to purchase for its contributors all or portions of units in housing developments done by real estate developers. This approach seeks to leverage efficiencies within the private sector to deliver housing units faster and at lower costs.
So what this does is takes away the market risk. In other words, the risk of building and having no one to purchase, or the risk of building and it takes a long time for the purchases to close. So the developer feels a greater sense of security. I can get this done, and the NHT takes the house off me very quickly.
The community of Riversdale in St. Catherine is set to benefit from a $150 million water supply upgrade in the upcoming fiscal year that will serve close to 20,000 residents. Portfolio Minister Matthew Samuda made the announcement while on a tour of St. Catherine Northeast water projects last Thursday. He says the water and engineering sources have been identified and the project will get underway in the next budget cycle.
I'm here to commit that we will indeed ensure that in the next budget cycle that project is one of the capital works of the National Water Commission, and we'll ask Rural Water to work with them collaboratively. It can be done in a phased way, so we'll look and see how quickly we can start some of that work.
Minister Samuda says preliminary work will be done to prepare the site. Pointing out that the community is one of those being affected by the hydrological drought, he asserts the government's commitment to increasing the trucking of water to those impacted. On a more long-term basis, Senator Samuda says Riversdale will be one of the communities to benefit from the government's Rural Resilience Tank program. 50,000 black tanks will be provided as secondary storage methods over the next 5 years to significantly improve the water resilience of the communities. Meanwhile, a $63 million project was recently completed to improve water supply levels and storage in other northeastern St. Catherine communities. Minister Matthew Samuda and key stakeholders toured the Hamwalk Redwood water supply system last Thursday. Another small river system in Peartree was also completed by the Rural Water Supply Limited at a cost of $18 million. The project involved the refurbishing of the intake, laying of new pipes, construction of a 30,000-gallon concrete reservoir and a 10,000-gallon concrete sump, as well as the installation of pumps and a chlorination system. The solar-powered system will benefit over 3,000 residents. Still, Minister Samuda admits more work needs to be done to provide better service and satisfy the residents' need for water.
We've looked at the engineering solution and the source solution that would provide potable water regularly, reliably, in the volume that is needed for that space. We also see very clearly the challenges that we face.
More than 100 Problem Management Plus, PM Plus providers have been trained to deliver support to persons in communities who are coping with adversity. The PM Plus providers, who were trained in the areas of basic helping skills, stress management techniques, and signs and symptoms of common mental health disorders, received their certificates a few days ago. PM Plus is a mental wellness intervention of the Ministry of Health and Wellness with support from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO. It is aimed at meeting people where they are in communities to help them cope with issues such as mild depression, anxiety, and stress resulting from the death of family or friends, financial loss, experience with violence, and natural disasters. During the event, PAHO World Health Organization WHO representative to Jamaica, Ian Stein, handed over 40 tablets valued at $4.2 million to the program. The St. Anne office of the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, has been relocated to better serve residents in the parish as well as in Trelawney and St. Mary. The new office, which is now located at 8 Park Avenue in St. Anne's Bay, was officially opened on Friday. Chief Executive Officer of PICA, Andrew Winter, says the aim is to provide a more customer-friendly environment in addition to improved working conditions for staff.
They just love it. They are so happy with the new location. It's much more space, much more comfortable, more facilities, and a lot more room to work with.
To further improve its services, Mr. Winter says PICA is currently working to add other locations in Maypen and Port Antonio.
We're currently going to be working on implementing a customer relationship management system. We're also working to improve our border management facilities to improve the facilitation of the processing of passengers at both international airports.
And finally, Minister of Education and Youth Fable Williams is imploring parents to enhance their support when their children transfer to a higher institution. She made the remarks during a PEP Award ceremony for students in the St. Andrew East rural constituency recently.
I ask the parents, now that they've graduated from primary school and entering on high school, do not leave them alone. Do not think that your work is done. Can I tell you, it is just beginning. They are going to need you now more than ever.
80 students in the area who had high performance ratings on the primary exit profile exam were recently recognized by their Member of Parliament, Juliet Holness. Some of their prizes include a trip to the Moon Palace All-Inclusive Resort in Ocho Rios, as well as book and meal coupons, tablets, and plaques. 20 outstanding pupils received full scholarships to cover school expenses. M10 Restaurant in Kingston also provided prizes for 4 families from the top awardees, while the Urban Development Corporation will support tours to Duns River in Ocho Rios and Green Grotto Cave in Discovery Bay. The Member of Parliament encouraged the students to make the most of their high school experiences.
A big part of your responsibility to yourself first and foremost, to your parents, to your teachers, to your principal, is ensuring that you continue to be a success.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
The new school year is just around the corner and you're raring to start your first year of high school. What better way to get prepared for all that high school has to offer than with tips on how to make your journey a successful and memorable one.
You've done it. You've put in the hard work, focused during class, did all your homework, and you were rewarded. You've passed your PEP exams and will be off to the high school of your choice. Although you're excited to go off on this new adventure, you're likely also a bit nervous about what to expect. Well, you're not alone. Many first formers or grade 7 students just like you are apprehensive and uncertain about what to expect come September when they venture off to their new schools. Meet Javier Thomas, a PEP awardee and graduate of St. Richard's Primary School in Kingston. He's heading to Arden High School. Javier recently met with high schooler Stuart Minot of Woolmer's Boys School for a quick chat on what to expect during the next 5 years of high school.
What has been your favorite moment in high school so far?
My favorite moment in high school has to be when I entered Wilmot for the first time. Yes.
Oh. Getting into the school of your choice?
Yes.
When you were a 7th grader, how was it getting along with the up people in the upper grades?
In 7th grade, it was difficult because specifically in boys' schools or the school that I went to, there's a stigma around talking to like first graders, first formers and second formers because usually they're immature and they have like this childish attitude to them. But as you go on onwards, like third form up, it's much easier to talk to them.
How easily would you say it is to be influenced negatively or positively in high school?
I'd say it's much easier to be influenced negatively in high school because there's lots of other factors at play because there's like people are just there to idle and like they think that's the best they can do. But the positive factors are like good teachers that are really supportive, like my economics teacher for one. I remember in 3rd grade or 3rd form I had like this plan. Although it was like a stuffy business plan, my teacher still followed through and helped me out and showed me like where I would have went wrong or where I could have improved.
At primary school, we're accustomed to having one teacher. So what is it like in high school having different teachers teach different subjects?
You get used to it over time. Like I think in the first form, so like 1 to 3, the teachers will come to your class, so it would be much walking or like really getting accustomed to it because it's technically like having one teacher the whole time. But like as you choose your subjects from 3rd form onwards, you go to your teacher, so you get used to it.
How important do you think it is for extracurricular activities in high school?
I think it's very important because it also helps with like the holistic development of your character and like helps you socialize more because you can be a book smart person but unable to talk. So it'd be really pointless if you're book smart and unable to express your ideas with other people because you'd just be wasting knowledge. So I suggest to like have one social extracurricular and one physical so you can both develop physically and mentally.
How do you manage between extracurricular activities and study time?
I believe that you could use a schedule. It's much easier to manage and you'll be able to see how much time you have for the day and how much time you can allot for extracurricular and studies. I'd suggest 3 hours of studies and extracurricular. I don't know how much, but usually it's good to have like an hour.
Could you please walk me through how you prepare for your exams?
Alright, how I usually prepare for my exams is quite unconventional. Because what I do is I'd go on YouTube and search up the crash course videos or the summary videos, and I'd watch over like the hour-long or 2-hour-long videos. And since they're like summarized, it'd be easier for me to go through them. But for subjects like math and like those type of practical subjects, I'd say the best way is to like really go over the past paper questions.
Would you say is your favorite subject and why?
My favorite subject from 3rd form onward would be economics because, as my econ teacher says, econ is a reasoning subject, not a reading subject. Meaning that you can read through the entire syllabus and still get a 3 or a 4, but it's more of a reasoning thing. So rather than regurgitating what the book gives you, you have to make sense of it and add on to it.
What encouragement would you leave with new high school students?
The advice I'd leave with new high school students would be to socialize and to make good friends, not any friend, because good friends are the ones that would stick with you.
Thank you, Stuart, for your encouragement and tips on how to survive in high school. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, Javier.
Shelby, I want to you. I make it look like you have the whole world on your shoulders, Amasa.
Ashley, I'm tired. Every day the same thing and I can't take this no more.
And what happened now?
No, my boss, man. Every day, I have me assign some documents I'm not supposed to assign for with some big money. And when I say, sir, I'm not supposed to assign for them here, I'm going to say, you want a job or what?
But see, report him. You hear what I say, girl? Report him to your designated officer or the Complaints and Protected Disclosures Unit at the Integrity Commission. And guess what? Don't worry yourself. The information that you give will be kept confidential.
You sure?
Girl, me positive. Under the Protected Disclosures Act, you can make a report as an employee, and once it is made in good faith, then your boss really and truly can't do nothing about it. And if you don't want to call, you can make an anonymous complaint under the Integrity Commission Act of 2017 by simply downloading and sending in a report in proprietary form from the Commission's website. Just create one email address with no identity attached, so if they have follow-up questions, they can contact you. But sis, make sure that the report you bring is true and you don't have no bad intentions.
Okay, me I go do it.
If you or someone you know has experienced or observed matters involving corruption, improper conduct, or impropriety within the workplace, you're being encouraged to file a report with the Integrity Commission by calling their anti-corruption hotline at 876-926-0001 or emailing cpd@integrity.gov.jm. The Integrity Commission, united against corruption.
Have you ever thought of owning or operating a fish farm? If your answer is yes, here's first-hand information on some of the challenges and successes of one fish farmer.
My name is Cardell Anthony Style. I'm the operating manager here at the Boardwalk Farm here in Lightspen, Old Harbour. On a production day or a harvesting day is like, I wake up like probably 4:35 in the morning. Obviously, we'll get the call from overnight saying that we have a pan ready for selling. So they will respond to us and then we will know based on the amount of persons coming.
Before I come, I would normally use my phone as a mean of advertisement. So I would use my status to advertise. So I would know exactly say, I'm supposed to travel with a 200 or 250 today because it depends on the demand. So that's where I was started. Once I come here, I would contact Grace first to tell her say I would need 200, and then I would come and then they would draw it from the pan and they would wait, and then I would put it in my cart and then I would leave and take it to the destination.
So the selling take place like probably roughly 8 o'clock. We finish our stuff like that. We prepare the feeding again for the entire day. Currently we're on the Biomar. The Biomar feed, it's a floating feed. But when we use the floating feed now, it's like we actually see the amount that the fish is consumed and where exactly the feeding reaches in the water and everything. With the Biomar, once you throw it, if for instance the fishes are not feeding, you will find that all of it just float to the side. So you will have an idea the next day now as to say, all right, this pan is not feeding as well as they ought to, so probably you want to cut back a little bit. Or if you have a pan that is consuming that much, you find out that either you want to improve on the feeding capacity or, you know, the amount is okay.
Our farm is just tilapia. We just do tilapia farming. We started out with just 2 ponds. It was a test run, had a lot of challenges, a whole heap of setbacks, but so far it has improved significantly. So from then to now we are doing way better from then. It is a lucrative business. There are not enough persons. The demand is so much. So based on what the challenges they had, we figured out how we could circumvent those, work again around them, mitigate all of those. We saw where we could have done the same fish they were doing, but get better results. We have always considered farming to be a great option, something to explore. The opportunity came up to purchase this farm. We didn't hesitate. And then the fact that it had, all of these ponds were existing, and then we had the equipment to renovate them, so it kind of cut some of the costs. So we didn't hesitate, and that's really how this started. The National Fisheries Authority was of great assistance and guidance to us in that we knew nothing about fish farming. So you had their resource officers would come by. Like, we have a 1 acre pond. They were really integral in telling us, okay, this is your stock density, which is how much to stock per acre, half acre. And then they would come and check, you know, your water quality is not so good, so maybe you need to do this or that. So they have been of great help to us. And initially, our fries were gotten from them. So, I mean, they still continue to guide and help us throughout the process. There's a misconception that they tasted like dirt. So persons have now come to realize that that's not necessarily so. They actually taste fabulous. So it's not a set number per day, but say an average size, a 1 acre pond. If you harvest, ideally for me, I would like to get a minimum 4,000 pounds. We have come close to that. So it's based on what you stock, your size of your pond, what you stock and what you recover. Predominantly, they're from all over. I've had one person come from as far as Westmoreland.
I supply the Bagwak region, West Prospect, a small community named O'Malley, Lucky Valley. So I would do that like 3 times per week. They're very good size. Their average size is like 3/4 pound up to a pound. And they're very fleshy and meaty, so they really love them and they're always requesting it, so it's really high in demand. It's an opportunity to start something for yourself. So sometimes if you're not working, you can create something for yourself. Most people may not have a transport where they can transport it, but sometimes you can maybe start with a bicycle or whatever way to start something, to create something for yourself. Make a betterment of yourself and, you know, bring the goods to the people because it's high in demand and that's what they want.
I would encourage others, if they had the land space, the infrastructure to do so, with proper guidance though. So get in contact with the National Fisheries Authority. Check with other farmers who have been in the business. A lot of them are willing to guide you along the way. So with that guidance, and if you do things correctly, then it is a success, can be very, very successful.
Fishing means a whole lot to me. Whatever you want, you just have to go for it because you cannot learn to drive in a parked vehicle.
Staying hydrated during hot summer days is important to help enjoy the season. Summer calls for lots of exciting plans like hiking, riding bicycles, and of course, going to the beach. So let's find out more about how water works to keep you hydrated.
Approximately 60% of our body is made up of water. It is recommended that we drink 8 ounces 8 times throughout the day, every day. But why drink water when we can all consume something way more fun? Well, if it's alcohol, did you know that too much can lead to stomach problems? Or how about sodas? They have no nutritional benefit. Yeah, it's just sugar. Also, too much sugar from the drinks you consume can increase your risks of heart disease, weight gain, high blood pressure, and inflammation. On the other hand, drinking water not only prevents dehydration, but will combat these issues. Drinking water can also help adjust your mood. It can prevent and treat headaches, as well as keep you from a hangover when applied in between giddy refreshments. All that sounds good, but you may be thinking, surely there are other ways to deal with those issues. So why drink water? Why? Why? You may say. Well, here are some fun facts. Drinking lots of water gives you wonderful skin. That's right. Water helps to clear up those pimples and wrinkles from premature aging. All before them young. We're getting off topic here. Water helps to control your weight. Yeah, it has no calories. When you drink sugary drinks that are high in calories, you are stacking on those pounds. But water keeps you full and staves off any cravings you may have. Hello, excess fat, where? Sing with me, trim and keep going to the gym though, keep going to the gym. Water helps to regulate your blood pressure. Dehydration can cause drops in your blood pressure that could harm your internal organs. But drinking lots and lots of water helps you maintain a healthy blood flow consistency. A more fun fact, if you're going to give blood, drinking lots of water beforehand keeps you from acting boozy. Getting woozy. That is to the point of fainting from lowered blood pressure. So, drink your water and be sure to donate. You could save a life. Water also regulates your blood temperature. Yeah, drinking water helps to reduce strain on your body during exercise and helps to maximize your physical performance. It gets your kidneys functioning properly. Yes, those kids need, get it? Kidney needs lots of water. Water helps the kidneys preserve the body's homeostasis. There we go. Flushing too little water through the kidneys can lead to kidney stones. You see, water helps to dissolve minerals and nutrients in the body and remove waste. If there isn't enough water, these minerals and nutrients build up in the kidney and become kidney stones. When there is waste in the kidney, it forces other vital organs to work much harder than they would have had to. These issues can lead to kidney disease and kidney failure. But drinking a lot of water keeps the kidneys happy and healthy and functioning properly. Gosh, I need some water after that. Drinking water makes digestion way better. Water intake dilutes your stomach acid and helps food waste to pass through the body much easier. Without this, you may find yourself suffering from heartburn, constipation, feel that burn, and stomach ulcer. Now what is happening here? Your stomach would have been experiencing increased concentrations of acid because your intestines could not break down the food you consumed. Neither could it transport food waste through your body, all because you did not drink enough water. Joint problems? Say no more. Water helps form the necessary lubrication for your joints to prevent friction and pain as the body moves. Yeah, lotion for your bones. It makes your brain function better. Bet you didn't know that, huh, brainiac? And overall, water boosts you up. Is that the saying? I don't know. All I'm saying is drink plenty of water. So, those are the facts. Now, were they fun? I don't know. And don't forget the little ones. Hydrate the pitney them. Now, we recognize that you may want to consume something other than water some of the time. So, sip on some unsweetened tea. Maybe while sipping tea, have some coconut water. After all, you live on an island. Duh. And here are some tips to help you drink more water in case you're having difficulty. Carry a bottle filled with water every day and keep it in plain sight so you don't forget to drink. Add some lemon or civil oranges to improve the taste. Serve water during meals instead of juice and other beverages. Where there is water, there is a way. I'm sure that's not the saying, but work with me. After all, water works. Drink up!
Thank you for being with us today on Jamaica Magazine, especially for students who will soon be returning to school. Remember, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Do join us again tomorrow for another interesting journey. Of course, you can visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more news you can use. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.